Hi everyone, my name is Olubukola Agboola and I'm popularly known as Olubukola. In this tutorial video, I'm going to be showing you step-by-step guide on how to check if your website is indexed by search engines, especially Google. That means today's video will be mainly for those who own a website or fellow bloggers who want to improve their website's visibility and user experience. Ensuring your website is indexed is really an essential part in the success of your website. I won't be wasting your time but showing you every step-by-step guide on how to check if your website is indexed. So let's get started. First, you will need to open your preferred web browser and go to the search engine. In my home case, I will be using Google Chrome as a web browser and Google itself as a search engine. So let's see how this works. So you want to type www.google.com on your web browser, and in the search bar of Google you want to type site : Olubukola Agboola.com or site : your website domain. In my own case, it will be site : Olubukola Agboola.com. So let's press enter and see what we have. Now you can see in my home case, you can see some of the pages that Google has indexed from my website. I'll need to scroll through the search results to see some of the pages that Google has indexed from my website. So you can see this is the home page of my website, a portfolio, dashboard, and other pages that Google has indexed from my website. Now, if we go to page 10 of Google, you can see some of the blogs content I've written before now. This was a content I wrote in June 2022. Say tips for blogging for beginners, search engine optimization tools, then digital marketing blog. Now, if we go to, there's another way you can check. If you want to check an exact page to know if Google has actually indexed a particular page of your site. For example, I just wrote an article today on how to check if your site is indexed. Because the article is new, there's a very high tendency that Google would not have indexed this very article. So in your own case, if you go to Google and type in site : your website domain, and you do not see any of your pages being indexed by Google, or you do not see a lot of your pages being indexed by Google, you don't have to worry. It might be because of the age of your website or the age of the article you have just written. So in that case, there is a way you can request Google to index such site. Now, one of the ways, okay, now this is my Google Search Console. If you do not know, if you are a beginner with website development, I guess you check online how to connect a Google Search Console with your website. So as I was saying, I wrote an article today that will confirm that Google wouldn't have indexed such site. So let me go to my Google Search Console. You can see this is for the website Olubukola, for the property Olubukola.Agboola.com. Now, if I want to check if a page has been indexed, first let me check for my home page Olubukola.Agboola.com. Let's wait for it to load. It's retrieving data from Google. You can see it says URL is on Google, page is indexed, then the mobile usability, page is usable on mobile, one valid item detected for site links search box. Now again, let me now check the URL of the article I said I just wrote today and confirm if Google has indexed the link. Can you see? It says URL is not on Google. Page indexing, page is not indexed, currently not indexed. As you can see, it shows that Google has not indexed this particular article I wrote today. Now we can test the live URL to see how it will appear. So let's test live URL to see any problem that the page or the link may encounter, if there is any. So it says this might take a minute or two. I might have to pause this if it's taking a lot of time, because I wouldn't want this video to be too long. Okay, good. So it says URL is available to Google. Page availability, page can be indexed. Mobile usability, page is usable on mobile. Breadcrumbs, one valid item detected. FAQ, one valid item detected. Now, what exactly does this mean? If you go to the article itself, this is the article. If you analyze the content of the article, you will notice that it corresponds with what Google Search Console, the details Google Search Console is given to us. So now we have seen that there is nothing wrong with the link itself or the page itself, but it's just that because it's a new article, Google has not indexed it. Now, how can we fast track the indexing of such article? We can request that Google should index, alerting Google that, oh, there is a particular link and we want them to index. So if you click on request indexing, you can see, so we are submitting a request to Google so that Google can index that particular link. So you can see indexing requested, URL was added to a priority crawl queue. Submitting a page multiple times will not change its queue position or priority. Good. So that's one way we can request for Google to index a site. That's can go through Google Search Console, go to URL inspection, type the link, and click on enter. You see the details if Google has indexed the page or not. If Google has not indexed the page, you can request that Google should index the page. Now, another way you can also ensure that your page is accessible to the search engines in case you do not see the pages of your website index is you can check the robot.txt file in the directory of your website and ensure it is accessible to search engines. What does a robot.txt file, what does it do? This file tells the search engine crawlers which pages to crawl and index. You can submit this your sitemap to search engines, and you can submit your sitemap to search engines so that it can be indexed. How can you submit your sitemap to Google? Also from the same Google Search Console, you can see for my Google Search Console here. Let me click on sitemap. So these are the already submitted sitemaps I have submitted to Google to index. So from what I've submitted here, my sitemap index.html, I have 71 discovered pages. Then post sitemap.xml, I have 43. Then category sitemap XML, I have 9 of them, and page sitemap.xml, I have 15 of them. What does that mean? If we also go to the dashboard of my website here, on through rank marked plugin SEO, you can also submit such through the rank marked or any SEO plugin you are using. You can see rank marked is already installed on my website, so you can come through here and do the necessary configurations, and whatever pages you want Google to index will be shown on Google. While you do that, you want to ensure that you constantly create high quality content and relevant content regularly on your site. That's another step that can ensure that Google indexes your site, because the search engine loves fresh and valuable content. So you want to make sure that you update your website frequently with quality content. I mentioned earlier that you can also go to the robot.txt file. Now, If you don't know where you can access your robot.txt file, you can edit the robot.txt file to instruct Google on the pages to index and the pages not to index. If you go to your cPanel, the robot.txt file is found in the root directory of your website. If you don't know where the root directory of your website is, from your cPanel, I'm not going to be accessing my cPanel now because I wouldn't want to, showcase my cPanel details, and I don't have time to start editing this video, so I wouldn't log in to show you the robot.txt file. But from your cPanel, you can go to, when you log into your cPanel of your website, you can go to the file manager, and then in the root directory or the index, you see the robot.txt file there, and edit the file to instruct Google on what files you want Google to index. By following these steps, you can easily check if your site is indexed and take the necessary actions to improve your website's visibility. You want to remember that indexing is just the first step toward a successful online presence. So stay tuned for more tips and tricks on optimizing your website. If you found this video helpful, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.